Welcome back to FOXSOUL's Black Report. Well, the family of Jordan Neely has invited the Reverend Sharpton to deliver his eulogy at his funeral service in Harlem.
The longtime civil rights activist was asked to speak at the Mount Nebo Baptist Church when the 30-year-old is laid to rest. That's according to the senior pastor, the Reverend Johnny Melvin Green. That's the Neely's family pastor. This comes after the Reverend recently spoke on Neely's death.
This man that choked Jordan and the two that helped hold him down need to face the weight of the law.
Neely died from compressions to the neck in the deadly New York subway incident. Daniel Penny, a former U.S. Marine, is facing a felony charge of second-degree manslaughter for placing Neely in a chokehold for up to 15 minutes.
That's it right there, the chokehold for more than 15 minutes. And when you look at that video, you can see life leaving that man. You can see it. And not only this Marine, but there were two other, if I can remember correctly, two other people helping to restrain Jordan, who I also believe should be looked at. The life was leaving him, his eyes were rolling in his head, and they were still, holding his arms down while he was in this chokehold. So not just this ex-Marine here, but there were other couple people, if you take a look at that video, who were involved in the death of this young man.
And this case is not just about that Marine who, is up on second-degree manslaughter charges. A lot of people say, it should be murder charges, but it is second-degree manslaughter for now. It's not just about him being on trial, it's vigilantism being on trial. Do we really want to live in a country where, whether he's a Marine or not, somebody can take your life into their hands, literally take your life into their hands and choke you to death? Do we really want to live in a country where it's acceptable to do that on a subway train in a major city in this country? This didn't happen down in the South. This didn't happen in some community that is stewing in racism. This happened in New York City. And so, this trial is not just about the Marine. This trial is also about us. What kind of country do we want to live in? Well,
maybe there's blurred lines between, was he actually, keeping that subway platform or the train safe from what, was first reported, which was that, Jordan was being, irate and attacking people. So I think as this process moves along, it's going to be interesting to hear some of the testimony, maybe from witnesses. The intention, it sounds like it wasn't there. That's why you get the second-degree manslaughter. But was he actually protecting? Because we want to be able to have the right to protect one another. I just think that this Marine may have went too far in doing that. So I'm a lay back. Yes, he needs to be charged. I'm a lay back and see, what more of the facts were, because I don't want people to stop, defending or operating on behalf of other people if they're being violated and that person can't defend themselves.
But you know what? Reverend Sharpton is the one to deliver this eulogy and to lay out, some of the larger issues that stem from this, but also to remind people about the life of Jordan Neely. Right? It's so easy to get caught up in talking about the Marine and talking about homelessness and all the issues that are a part of this story. But I think Reverend Al is the right person to deliver this eulogy to bring it back to Jordan Neely and his life. And so we'll absolutely be watching that.